Order up! It is time for us to order up.
Order up, order up.
This week, we're going to talk about some of the greatest sports collapses that have ever happened. We don't have to include the Florida Panthers because they actually won a thing we like to call the Stanley Cup. They avoided narrowly being on this list, but we're going to see who isn't so lucky. From 5 to 1, what do you got, D?
Alright, so first up, I'm going to have the Buffalo Bills. They lost 4 straight Super Bowls from 1990 to 1993. I think that's pretty bad. I think that's a collapse. You've gotten there 4 years in a row, and each time you've not come through. So I'm going with that as number 5. Number 4, I'm going with the 2007 Patriots. They went 16-0. They managed to lose to the New York Giants in the Super Bowl to finish the season 18-1. The Patriots were loaded that year with Brady, Moss, Welker, Stallworth, Brewski, Harrison, Sayout, and they lost. I think that's a collapse. Number 3, I'm going with the Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016. This was the best Warriors team. They only had 9 losses all season. I believe Luke Walton was the coach for most of that season. Then Steve Kerr took over. This was before Durant got there. They were up 3-1 in the NBA Finals, and then they lost 3 straight. Think about that shit. So that's number 3. Number 2, I've got my favorite Yankee team of all time, the 2004 New York Yankees, who blew a 3-0 lead in the 2004 ALCS to lose to the Boston Red Sox 4-3. First time ever a team came back to win after being down 3-0. And number 1, my number 1 is the Falcons loss. Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons blow a third quarter 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl to lose to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots in overtime. That is my biggest collapse of all time. What do you got, Tim?
All great choices. I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of them. But I'm going to start with the 51 Brooklyn Dodgers. The Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant. That's all you need to know. The shot heard around the world, Ralph Branca and Bobby Thompson, forever entwined. But what you failed to mention is that the Dodgers had a 13-game lead. They had a 13-game lead on the Giants, and they blew it. It's pretty damn bad. And this may or may not be controversial because we don't know if Bobby Thompson had the sign or not. But if you believe what you're told, they definitely had their signs. So it was a little Houston Astros moment in 1951. But I'm going to go with the Dodgers blowing and choking that away at number 5. Number 4, Boston Red Sox, 1978. Bucky Bleepin' Dent. Another moment. They had a 14-game lead on the New York Yankees and proceeded to gag that up, leading to a 1-game playoff and Bucky Dent's home run off of Mike Torres, leading ultimately to the Yankees winning the World Series. An epic choke job by the Boston Red Sox. Number 3, 1986 Boston Red Sox. The champagne's on ice, guys. You got this. It's over. It's over, Johnny. Just all you gotta do is get 3 outs. Suffice to say, Bill Buckner was blackballed from the city of Boston because of this series for a very long time. Unfairly. The guy could barely move. And should he have been out there? Probably not, but they wanted him out there for his moment. You can't fault the Red Sox for that, but ultimately, they paid the piper for it. There was still a Game 7. Hey, we were just talking about the Oilers and the Panthers. Yeah, there's a Game 7 to play. And then they went and lost that too. So there you go. The 86 Red Sox, you're also on this list at number 3. Number 2. Chicago Cubs 2003. Bartman. You got this thing. It's in the bag, man. It's in the bag. And then Moises Alou goes for this foul ball, and it changes the complexion of the entire series. Bartman interferes. Yeah, he interferes, but Alou reached over into the stands. So it's not like you can fault Bartman. It's not like he leaned over. It's not like it was Jeffrey Mayer. No, this was like he was entitled to that baseball. And they dragged this guy for years. Thankfully, they won the World Series in 2016. Otherwise, they'd probably still be dragging this guy. But that's an epic, historic collapse by the Chicago Cubs. And then number 1, you had it at 2. I gotta have it at 1. The 2004 New York Yankees.
Oh, my man. There you go.
They're the 1 in 39-1. Like, that's all you need to know. They're the 1 in 39-1. No other team has ever blown a 3-0 lead in Major League Baseball history. So, I grew up a Yankee fan. Right? My family's Yankee fans. We watched it together. We watched it happen in real time. And we saw that they could not stop it. There was nothing that could have been done to stop the 2004 Red Sox at that point. So it was a juggernaut, and you could not stop the momentum. It didn't matter what they did. The Boston Red Sox would not be denied in that series, and ultimately it reversed the curse. So funny how the Boston Red Sox are on here 3 times. Just throwing that out there. I find that very interesting. The Boston Red Sox are on my list 3 times. Something about that. Congratulations, I guess. But that's our list. What's your list? Hit us up, faderoutemail@gmail.com, or slide in our DMs on IG at FadeRoutePodcast, or drop us a line on X at FadeRouteDNZ, and let us know what your most memorable sports collapses were.